locked. I don't want it locked. I want it back the other way. Let's see if I can fix this quickly. That wasn't it. Why can I not change the orientation? Oh, I'll have to work something out. Try and find a better way of holding this. Maybe. Of course, I don't actually have my proper phone holder out here. So I've got to find a better way of holding it. Alright, that should work for now anyway. Only because for some reason I break out the laptop, get everything set up, ready to do a live stream on the laptop using the OBS software. Software needs to be updated, and then the whole system just shuts down and does not want to work for me. It says I'm missing drivers and all this other crap. So I had to improvise and change things around. Hey, Strummy, 90, long bloody time no see. Not a new haircut. It's been going for quite a while now. And g'day Carl and GK Man as always. So yeah, sorry about the issues before. Could not get it fixed, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to try and redo my whole video software on my computer now. So yeah, been the last week's been pretty hectic, as you know. I'm now on crutches. I can't walk. I'm literally non-weight bearing. I'm actually in a boot now, but still non-weight bearing at all, which isn't really good because I had the fracture clinic today. So I go into the fracture clinic. I waited 2 hours sitting there to get in, and I go through the back finally. Talking to the doctor in there, and it's actually a lot worse than we originally thought. So I ended up breaking my ankle on last Wednesday. Not the Wednesday yesterday, last Wednesday. At the park down the road, as you've been aware because I put up on there. That Sunday I ended up back up in the hospital because the pain just become like 1,000 times bloody worse. Where the point where all the pain meds weren't even touching it at all. So I ended up back up in hospital, and I put up on the Facebook page, so the Dark Arts Lockpicking Facebook page, so I used to run the business off. I put up on there, I'll still be around doing some work and stuff like that. But, I'm break my ankle, I'll be in a cast. And a guy commented on there, have to add keep bloody painless, yeah. So a guy commented on there because I put up a photo of the X-ray, saying like I'm in a cast, but I'll still be doing orders and stuff like that. And this guy started putting a heap of stuff down. He goes, "There's a lot more than just a fracture, like they said. There's this and this and this and this and this. They're wrong, and more than likely you're going to need surgery." And I'm like, "Dude, how do you know all this stuff?" And he goes, "Oh, I've been a trauma surgeon for 40 years. I'm in America." And I'm like, "Oh." So anyway, end up back up in hospital on the Sunday because I went past the point. So if I'm injured badly and I'm pissing myself laughing, it's really bad. Like it is really bad if I'm laughing. I went past that to the point where I was actually crying from the amount of pain that I was in. Like it's even now the painkillers aren't working. So end up back in hospital. They did 5 of my X-rays. They also sent me for a CT scan. And then wait. And the doctor finally comes back and turns around and goes, "Well, you can tell your mate, the surgeon, that commented on there, that he was right." So I've got a fracture on one side. So the tibia side of my ankle, I have a fracture. At the fibia side of the back, though, I actually have a break where the bone's broken off into little pieces. So a lot worse than what I originally thought. There's also some tendon damage and stuff like that. So in the fracture clinic today, and talking to them, they took the cast off that I was in, the back slab, and fix a boot. So I can take the boot off to have a shower, but it has to stay on all the time. I can't move my ankle. I can't put any weight on it at all. I'm not allowed to do anything with this leg at all. So usually the brake at the back there, which I'll show you the photo, I'll bring it up on the computer and show you this. So usually where that brake is, they fix with surgery. Unfortunately, they can't fix mine with surgery because where they need to drill in to be able to support it and fix it, if they try to drill into there or do anything to it, it's going to break apart even more. So I'm going to be a lot worse than I already am. So they can't fix my ankle with surgery. So they're hoping, because it's sitting in the right spot, and if I don't drive or walk on it like I did when after I did it and all that stuff, they're hoping that everything will align perfectly and it will heal on its own. I'm also now at a higher risk of blood clots in my legs, so I've got to be on blood thinners for it. And the other next big concern is the fact that the bones that are broken off, if they lose their blood supply, there's a very high chance that the bones will die off, which means I'm going to be in a lot worse trouble than I am now. So if you're going to do things, do them bloody well like I do. So yeah, now I'm going to, as the doctor said today, I'm looking at, to begin with, 2 months off of work. So I can't work, I can't do anything at all for 2 months. I can't take anti-inflammatories to get the swelling down, which reminds me, I'm going to put my leg back up. So I can't take anti-inflammatories due to the severe ulcerative colitis that I've got. So I'm at a higher risk of blood clots and all this stuff. So I got to keep my leg up. And yeah, I'm going to be off work for starting with 2 months, which isn't good. Because everyone knows me, I'm a workaholic and I like working. But yeah, 2 months and not being able to do anything. It's driving me bonkers already. Like, it really is driving me bonkers. And it's only been a week. So I got to go back to the fracture clinic next week, get another x-ray done to make sure the bones aren't dying off, see if everything's sitting okay, and then 4 weeks after that. And then find out if they will have to do surgery or what the go is, or if I'm going to even be even longer in a boot. Because as one of the doctors was saying, the bones are going to take like 6 weeks to heal, such and such. Tendon damage and stuff like that. Could be looking at 6 months until I'm 100%. So I'm kind of buggered in a way. But when the doctor left, so when he actually left to go and talk to the surgeons, that's my phone reconnected to my laptop. So when the doctor went out to see the surgeon, I quickly took some photos of the x-rays that were up on the screen. So I'm just going to bring them up here on my laptop and then flip my camera around and show you. So you can actually see. So make it a little bit harder. So this is the x-ray. As you can see, this is the back part. So down here is where the bones are actually all broken off, and that's usually where they fix with surgery, but they can't. So yeah, that's not good. There's also a fracture on which side was it? This side, I think it is. In here as well, there's a fracture down here. And yeah, ligament and tendon damage. Let me quickly flip this back around and I'll bring up the other x-ray. So you can see. Now I'll flip this back around again. I've checked this all in a second. Come on, turn. Why does my phone want to cooperate now? There we go. So, yeah, down in here is where it's actually fractured, down this, broken off in this bottom section, just here. So, that's not good. And, yeah, more damage galore. And if you want to know how bad the bruising is, because I was actually quite impressed. I got photos of that as well when I was laying in the hospital bed. Um, I did put up some photos, but this is might be a little bit graphic in a way. Um, this was just the front of my foot, but yeah, as you can see, it's not good. So yeah, not good at all. So joys of being me. If you're going to do stuff or something, you're going to stuff it up well. So that's my life at the moment. I'm stuck, not being able to work, not being able to do much. So I'm going to be trying to do a lot more content, bring some more live streams, and get out Lockmania, and a lot of stuff out for you. Do some more content on the Flipper Zero, some more picking stuff, and going over a lot more interesting topics now that I can't really do much else since I'm now stuck in a boot. So let me quickly catch up with comments. G'day, Chris Capoon. How you going, mate? Nick's picks. Yeah, awful news, but I mean, that's what happens when you try to have fun with your kids. Moral of the story, when you become old, don't try and be cool with your kids and go on a flying fox. Because you come off and hit the ground and you all hear the snap. And you don't bounce back like the doctor says, like you do when you're kids. When you get older, it's harder. You don't bounce. You go bonk. Or snap in my case. And yeah, completely shatter my ankle. So yeah. Feel you, mate. Hope you get cabin fever too bad. I don't, so I'm actually not too bad with being stuck inside and being at home. I mean, I do get really bored and I'm itching to do stuff. So yeah, it sucks because I can't just go down to the shops and get stuff. I have to order stuff in, or my sister's actually been really helpful and drive me around since I can't drive, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I've been trying to keep busy, talking to people, trying to do some computer stuff that I can. I'm in Melbourne. How you doing? G'day, Pete. Well, how am I doing? I'm quite literally in a boot with a busted ankle, not being able to walk at all. Um, Fracture one side, break on the other, with the bones broken off, possibly about to die off. Who knows? But they can't do surgery to fix it because it's too badly damaged. Where they need to be able to do the surgery to fix it. So yeah, that's how I'm going. So I'm trying to keep busy and keep active mind in a way to not go insane. So yeah, I want to do some more content for you. So that is what I'm focusing on. I was actually talking to James Randolph the other day, going to organise a talk with him. So I'm going to record it, edit it, upload it onto the video, up onto the YouTube channel. So I like the one I do with Daryl and myself. Hopefully Daryl and I will be able to get another video done and chat. So we can actually talk and communicate and do another video topic once I get my videoing software fixed on you, since it doesn't want to bloody work for me now. Well, the streaming part of it anyway. So yeah, it's been quite hectic, but on the upside, I am going out on a date on Saturday, which I am really looking forward to. Really looking forward to. So things are moving up. Something positive. Yeah, staying positive is key. Exactly. I actually, so I put up on the Discord, like one of the private Discord servers I'm on, which is the one with Pat from Uncensored Tactical, because I've been a trainer on there a couple of times, and was giving them an update about my foot and the X-rays and stuff like that. And Pat's like, really sorry to hear about all this. He's like, but you can guarantee on us making funny puns about it all the time. I said, yeah. I said, I know. So I kind of put my foot in this one, and then someone else said, always good to put your best foot forward. I said, yeah. I said, I suppose I better hop along to it. So I've been trying to take the mickey out as much as I can. Yeah, it hasn't been fun. I can tell you that now. But staying positive, I mean, I probably shouldn't, because I meant to keep my foot elevated as much as possible. I'm not putting any weight on it, but I'm still following my exercise routine that I'm doing, getting back into shape, Stomach's all gone. It's actually flat now. My strength has increased dramatically, quite a lot. So I actually maxed out today the bench press, something shocking. So I ended up throwing another 10 kilo plate on there. Because normally I could get to like 6 with it, max reps, but I was doing like 15 today, so I threw another 10 kilo one. Yeah, good sense of humour definitely does help when things go crap. So, and the worst thing is, like, I was out in the shop the other day. I had to send out some orders, so I'm still doing orders. So don't get me wrong. If you want to order stuff off the website, please feel free to do order stuff. I will still send orders out, and I will still cut keys and do that stuff. That's not a problem because I can take my time and get it done. And it's still money coming in and work, which is kind of good. Since I can't work my other jobs because I quite literally run out of. So all my holiday hours are gone. I've used them all over these Christmas holidays with the kids for school. The school holidays, having them, so I've had to have heaps of time off. And all my sick pay's been used because of how many times I was in hospital over the last couple of months due to the ulcerative colitis. So, yeah. And on that front, I was actually meant to have the appointment with a gastro specialist today because the biopsies come back as severe ulcerative colitis. They wanted to see me sooner rather than later. I had to cancel the appointment because the fracture clinic was on today at the exact same time. So that kind of takes priority at the moment. But then I think it's either May or March or something like that when I get back into the gastro specialist. Plus, it's going to cost me over $300 for the appointment, so it can wait. So, yeah, that's what's been going on. Not a lot, really. Getting back into playing the guitar and doing some reading and trying to get some content ideas flowing and stuff like that, so I can actually bring you some new content, something actually really interesting. And anyone that's interested in actually doing chats and recording them and would like, kind of like interview kind of things or back and forth or discussions on topics, hit me up, send them in. We can work our way so we can get it recorded and up on the YouTube channel. Is there ever a good time for it? Yeah. Yeah, true. I was kind of thinking, like, if I had gone back and just not jumped on that flying fox, I wouldn't be in this position right now. So, yeah. But, I mean, I can show you all my... there you go. You can check out my crutch. As bad as that sounds. I actually broke one of the feet on it yesterday. I had to go and get new ones today for it because I nearly face planted because of the slipped out from underneath me. And my awesome knee scooter sitting over there, which I have to use for getting around shops and stuff like that if I manage to get up to the shops. Which my son thinks is hilarious to play Fast and Furious music and V8 engine noises behind me whilst I'm on a bloody knee scooter. So, just put up more notices up. Yeah, so I was hoping to have this set up and to be able to do it earlier, but as I said, I had to change and adapt because the whole thing just went and decided to crap itself on me. So I will be getting that done. But you're going to drive your missus nuts. Don't have a missus. So some of you, well, I'm pretty sure most of you would be aware that Blaze and I split like a long time ago now. Very long time ago now, actually. So it's just me at home. That's what I mean. I got a date on Saturday, which I'm actually really, really looking forward to. Really, actually looking forward to it. Something, that's what's actually been getting me through the last couple of days because it's just been literally hell with how bad the pain's been and with the really bad stuff. Finding out that it's a lot worse. as the surgeon was saying, I'm like, can I get this done quick? Like, is there a way we can speed this up so I can get back to work? He goes, unfortunately, there is no quick get back to work for you. He goes, it's going to be a long road to recovery. And I'm like, thanks. No, don't be sorry, mate. It's all good. I'm a lot happier now. As I was saying, like, good things are coming. Good things are coming. So, I mean, I've had more time to spend on the business and focus on stuff. We're waiting to hear now about Melbourne if we land that other contract for down there. So I've got to email those people and find out. They were putting the feelers out, so got that to look forward to. I was still building the half door, which kind of taking a stop at the moment because I can't do that. So yeah, if anyone lives nearby that wants to come and do some work in the half door, I mean, I can't afford to pay you because I'm not going to get paid myself at the moment. But wants to finish building the half door for me, that'd be really good. I could organise a few people to come around and do some picking. I mean, I can still sit here with my leg up and pick some locks. I was actually doing that the other night. I actually got back into just picking on it. I've got an old door knob sitting over there that I took off a house or replaced it. And kind of just got that bug to sit here and pick. So I was picking for a couple of hours. I haven't had a chance to get out to the shop to grab some locks. So I'm hoping to get back into just some fun picking, not picking for work. Like locksmith work, just some fun everyday picking. I mean, I've got a heap of locks out there that I haven't picked in a long time. I've got some that I haven't picked at all, and stuff like that. So, sorry, I'm gonna keep moving because the pain is unbelievable. Hopefully I'll just get some picking videos done as well. I know it's been a very long time since I've done that, and the channel is Dark Arts Lockpicking. Do that. Also, Pat. So, if you remember the live stream that Daryl and I did before we went to Adelaide, where we drank quite a bit too much. By the end of it, I was sloshed, but I still managed to load the dishwasher, set the dishwasher off, and put my washing out, and then go to bed and get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and drive all the way to Adelaide. Hungover. So Pat, he won the Dark Access set and one of the the radio frequency boosters for the Flipper Zeros. So he's got that. He's happy. He's received all that. He even got his Pat badge for the channel. So the channel memberships that we put on here, the people can join the membership if they want, get little extra perks. There's actually a Pat badge which got Postman the Pat. It's an emoji that I put on there, a special one just for them, Postman the Pat, and stuff. And I'm thinking I might even throw in the private Discord server into the channel memberships because it comes under the same price that I charge for that anyway. Where we put up a lot of information that we don't put out for just like general public. So I might throw the private Discord server. So if people join the channel, the memberships, then they can come and join the private Discord server, which I'm planning on putting a lot more information up on there as well. That's also, as I was saying, where we put stuff that we don't want just the general public to have access to. So information and stuff like that isn't probably the best to be out there in the wild exactly. I mean, you can find anything these days, as everyone knows. So, yeah. Lockpicking engineer, how you going? Did I do that? Do that. So, yeah, that's what's been happening. Anyone got any questions I want to ask or go over while we're here? I did say this is going to be a chat live stream as well. Questions and kind of a way just to catch up with everyone since it's been a little while since I actually done a live stream. The last one was when I was stuck over in Ararat before I had the colonoscopy done for the diagnosation of the ulcerative colitis, which is fun. Okay, very wet in SA. For some reason, South Australia popped in my head, and I don't think you're in South Australia. I think you're talking about America, aren't you? I'm like, because it's not. It's been actually quite warm over here today. I think it got up to 30 yesterday, something like that, and we had a little bit of rain earlier here, which wasn't too bad. But it's actually nice to start getting some heat. That's why I'm sitting in a singlet, mind you. Some of the meds that I'm taking at the moment really do make you feel hot um, and sweaty. So nothing wrong with sweating. I mean, I was out there having a workout before I busted my ankle. 34-degree day, and I was out there in pants having a workout because the more you sweat, the oh, in South Australia. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't think it was raining over there. If I'd have known you were over there, I probably would have tried to catch up with you when we were over there. When I caught up with Pocket Woman. So I still never forget the look on Pocket Woman's face when she's first come up to us, and the first words out of her mouth was, "You're tall." It wasn't "you're tall." There's actually swearing involved. I can't say that, but she's like, "You really are tall." I'm like, "I'm not that tall. I'm only 6'2". Like, it's not that tall, really. Um, Although I do kind of feel tall when I have to go in to get the knee scooter to hire that to be able to get around the shops easier and better and actually be able to carry stuff in the basket on the front. And the guy's like, "Well, that's as high as the knee go. That's all right." He goes, "But the handlebars won't go up any higher." He goes, "You're too tall for it. We don't have others." I'm like, "It makes me feel kind of tall." I actually saw him today again when I went in there to pick up the feet for the crutches since the other ones broke. Um, and they're like, "Oh, any better news?" I'm like, "No, not really." I know the guys anyway because my other work when I do maintenance, I deal with Aztec who hires out and does like mobility scooters and stuff like that. So just an idea, James could run a donation per entry based giveaway, like Chris Evans. I've seen him. Yeah, I know he was doing stuff like that. I just haven't thought about that. I'm not usually one that. So, in a way, I'm kind of like Deviant, where he doesn't. I mean, I do advertise the business. Like, don't get me wrong. To get the brand and the name out there, I'm not as well known as Deviant. He has me whooped on YouTube, but I have him beaten on Instagram. Actually, I chat to him quite a bit on there. He is the most loveliest guy you could ever wish to meet. I owe him quite a few drinks, actually. And I still got half his order sitting out there, which I can't finish at the moment because of that. But I'm not. I've never really been one that asked for people to donate money to stuff. Like even when I do giveaways, people are, "Oh, I'll pay for the shipping one." No, but don't worry about it. I'll do it. I'm doing the giveaway. It's my idea. I'll pay for the shipping as well. Um, but it's a competition. It yeah, it's a competition. I know, but I mean, like, I feel kind of bad asking people for money. Like when I said to people about putting orders in with the business at the moment, because it'll really help me out. Because I mean, as I'm off work, I feel kind of bad for asking. Like, don't get me wrong, I want the business to be successful, and orders that come in allow me to buy more stock to be able to do more products, but also allows me to be able to give stuff away and to come up with new products for people to be able to get. Literally, I don't pay myself any wage. I do not make any money personally off the business at all. As I was saying to someone the other day, literally all the money that comes in goes straight back into the business. I invest straight back into more stock because people don't realize, it's not like the kind of business where you just buy, your initial outlay and that's it. No, I'm always having to order in lots more keys because the more keys I sell, the more I have to order in, and all the prices on keys just went up. Um, It is. I mean, this is literally the best community I've ever been a bloody part of. I've always said that, and that's why I always try and help out the community as much as I can. I suppose I'm actually kind of bad in a way as well because I never, and I don't know if any of you, any other one else is like this as well. Um, but I don't enter giveaways. I don't really enter anyone else's giveaways. I've done videos to help, say, I'm doing it as a show of support, but I don't. Yeah, everything is going up. Sucks. And I don't buy cheap keys either because I don't want to give people crap. I'll be honest with that one. Have you got the disability toilet key yet? I've got the hack for disability toilet. I actually just put a heap of garage door remotes on there as well, which I haven't really had a chance to test much yet because can't get around. So, yeah, I never really enter giveaways. I do a video like sign of support, but don't enter me into the giveaway. And stuff like that. It's just me. I'm one of those people where I'd rather help people. I don't like to. It's like the kind of person that I am because I got told that I don't listen from the boss. So I called the boss to give her an update on how much damage is actually a lot worse than what we originally said and stuff like that. For some reason, my video is just frozen. So I was on the phone to the boss, and she goes, "I was on the phone to HR, and they said about can we get you onto light duties or anything like that?" She goes, "Have you met James? He doesn't listen to anyone." I'm like, "That's not a bloody good thing to say to HR. Like, that's not good. Tell him that I don't listen." She's like, "Put it this way, he doesn't listen because he's been crook as a dog to the point where he's holding his side, hunched over, screaming out in pain, being told to slow down and go home, yet he still works flat out and doesn't stop. He does not listen. There is no such thing as light duties when it comes to him." He puts everyone else before himself and he just works his butt off. So at the moment, no, he can stay home and rest. And oh, for crying out loud. Don't listen. Yeah, I don't. I never have. I've never listened to people. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of nice, that the boss, in a way, kind of talks me up to HR, but at the same time, saying that I don't listen is a bad thing. And it is kind of true. I mean, she's had to force me to go home once before because I was really, really bad. She actually told me to go up to the hospital. I was in hospital overnight, but I still finished my day's worth of work first. So, yeah. But it's one of those things, I've never entered giveaways to win anything and stuff like that. Or if I, had, I always said I'll send it to someone else or, yeah. I mean, this community is absolutely fantastic. Like, an example was of me trying to give back to the community and trying to help out the community when the terrible passing of Bronx Lockpicker 60's daughter, when that happened, I was chatting to him up to before then, and stuff like that. And then when I found out his daughter actually passed, I didn't know what else to do, so we set up a GoFundMe for him, and raised some money for him to help with funeral costs and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's what this community is about. There's been a lot of stuff like that where members of the community have actually gone out of their way to set up either GoFundMes or run raffles and draws and stuff to try and raise money for other members of the community that have needed it. And it's something you don't see much, not these days at all. I was actually just saying to someone that another example is the fact that chivalry is dead. There's no such thing as chivalry anymore. Like, you know, being a gentleman doesn't exist. You don't see guys opening the doors for women anymore. You don't see the guy pulling out the chair or open the car door for him, or anything like that. It doesn't exist. There's only a few of us that still do stuff like that. But yeah, um, and unfortunately, a lot of communities are exactly the same. A lot of communities are the same. Not every. I've been a part of a lot of communities over the years, and stuff like that. Being the president of the Dart League and stuff like that. But I've never been a part of one that's actually been as helpful and as good as what the Locksport and the lockpicking community is, and stuff like that. Where you can go from just having some fun, learning how to pick a lock yourself, to becoming a part of this massive worldwide community who help each other out. We send each other stuff. We um, you know, and you get an opportunity to be able to grow, to go from being a nobody to having the largest physical entry and cybersecurity YouTube channel in Australia, and then creating the first of its kind business here in Australia. You never expect this kind of stuff to happen. In a lot of communities and stuff, you don't get that, but with this community, you're able to. You can go from being a no one to someone. Um, that's what I was saying to like somebody, that you can become famous in a very very small minority group around the world. People are like, oh my god, you're doubt, or oh my god, you're Bosnian Bill, or you're Deviant Olin. It's like, yeah, but how many people you say to someone, right? You go up to a random person down the street and you say to them, well, actually, I can't really say lockpicking lawyer, because I mean everyone knows him. Quite literally, everyone knows him. But you say to him, like, oh, Bosnian Bill or Lock Noob or someone like that, they go, oh, who's that? But you go, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, everyone goes, oh, I know who that is. There's a different level of celebrity. For us, Deviant, Lockpicking Lawyer, Lock Noob, they're the celebrities of our world. They are like the Dwayne Rock Johnsons and the Pamela Andersons and all them of, our world. Takes nothing to be nice and polite. Exactly. Chivalry's dead. Being a gentleman is dead. All that stuff. Because everyone seems to want to give more than they receive. So everyone is always happy. Exactly. It's, you cannot find this kind of community anywhere else. I mean, and the fact that you can open up so many other doors. You can start off with lockpicking and then show my age now. I have shown my age. Yeah, I'm an old man at heart. Put it that way. It was, I said to someone at work, one of the residents, and they said, "How old are you?" I said, "What do you mean? Like physically, mentally, biologically?" I said, "Physically, 90. Mentally, I'll be lenient with myself, 12. So biologically, I'm now 34. So, yeah. But I mean, this kind of sport or the community where you can start off in lockpicking like I did, have no idea about anything else, and now I play with hacking tools and flippers and playing with RFID and all these other aspects that come into it, and all these other security stuff. Like, it doesn't exist anywhere else. And I mean, I'd highly recommend people get flippers and start playing with them. They're a lot of bloody fun. They really are. Yeah, they can do some damage if you're not careful. As I was put up when I was laying in hospital, with my leg up and got bored, so I was sniffing around to see if I could pick up any pager frequencies and stuff like that. I'm like, it's tempting to play with flippers in hospitals, but don't want to shut down anything that I shouldn't. Proper makes me laugh. What? What? Is anyone else here still? Oh yeah, they're still there. Come on, talk, people. Bring up some discussions. What questions do you have? What do you want to discuss about? What have you been working on? Well, I'm sitting here drinking my water because I'm drinking a lot of water. Too bad I can't get high on camera with friggin' pain meds because they're not working. I've done that once before when I broke my thumb. Everyone thought that was a hilarious live stream. Or drunk. Like the last one. Yeah, let us know what you've been working on. What stuff you got going on. Any questions that you have that you want me to answer or discuss? I would get Daryl on here, but he's working security at the moment. Won't finish till late. You still training? You're going to miss that more than work. So. Training is in me running classes training, or my weight training, or what training? I do a bit of training. I miss when I'm stuck here, not being able to do anything, like laying on the couch pretty much all day, my leg up. I kind of miss everything. Like I'm a workaholic. I enjoy working. I enjoy getting my hands dirty and getting in there fixing things, and I enjoy teaching people. Like that is, I've always said to people, like first and foremost, the business is about education. We are here to educate people, and stuff like that. That is what I miss. That is what I enjoy doing, and that's why any training, mate. I've been working on the book that I originally started going back years ago now, which was the updated version of the Easy Pickings book. I think it was that come with the practice set, the first lockpick set away kind of thing. I was doing the updated version of that when I was doing the Sunday Beginner series. And we've now taken that book and completely redone a whole lot of it, which we now use in our classes. So I'm still working on it. I'm adding more to it. I've added a lot more to it than what was originally on it. I should have... Ow! Oh, shoot, that hurt. That really hurt. I just whacked my boot on the cocktail. So this is one that I use to make notes and ideas and stuff when I'm thinking about it. I don't actually write it in here, but so yeah, we've redone. It's not a good copy, but the book. There's a lot more information going into it than this. Had an old jewel key safe. Cool. I don't know who that Moller is. But hi. Yes, yeah, I know, right? So, yeah, we're working on a book that we can use in our classes and stuff like that. So, we don't just cover, like what it's like picking, and of course, because I always say keep it by your legal, I always have the lockpicking code of conduct in there as well. Just because when we teach classes, like when we're over in Adelaide, as we said, like people are like, oh, this is awesome, they're actually picking locks. We actually got them picking locks. We got them bumping locks. We got them bypassing locks. But as we said to them, right, okay, it's fun to do them right here in our class, yes, but don't go and try doing it to your front door because you can wreck your lock and then you're going to be bugged. So we always put the Locksport code of conduct in with every single class we do. And like with the presentation we did beforehand, we actually had the laws and regulations regarding Locksport and lockpicking utensils and tools for South Australia. So when we did one here in Melbourne, if we land that contract as well, which we should be, we also have the one in there of the Victorian laws. And if we do one up in Queensland, it'll be Queensland laws. So we put that into the presentation as well. So I've got like literally break it down to different types of locks, lock picks, and lock picking tools. So break down, difference between hooks and rakes, and dimple picks and specialty picks and bypass tools. And tension wrenches, we go over, like the most common locks that people come across, the pick. So we're trying to put a lot of information into. I don't want like a huge, massive book. Something nice and thin like this. Maybe it's going to be a little bit thicker by the time I'm finished. But explain how a pin tumbler lock works. Explain finding the correct tension to pick a lock, because a lot of people, that's what they were struggling with in the class. Is they're trying to, they're adding way too much tension and stuff like that, and they weren't exactly sure how to hold it. So one of the slides we actually did was literally just on tensioning a lock. That was it. A whole slide on how to add tension to a lock and how to find the correct tension and how to hold a tension wrench, because it's like the most important thing. Then we talk about, counting pins. So not actually, count how many pins in there, what pins you're on. How to find a binding pin. We explain like lock tolerances, best way to train. A good way to start lock picking. So we explain how we would recommend starting with raking, because it's a good way to learn your tensioning and to get some opens and get your confidence up, because it's a lower skill attack than single pin picking. So we always recommend, and we always get classes to start with raking first. Then we explain about counter rotation and false sets. We even go down to gutting locks. So how to gut a lock. We go step by step on how to gut a lock, and then also how to repin that lock. So we're trying to add a lot that we can use in class, kind of like a little format to follow along in class and stuff like that as well, when we start running private classes. Pin progression, so we talk about, the best way to progress along in pins, which most of us just take for granted. We just go, okay, we start off on spools, and or start off on standards, and you go to spools, and you go to serrated, when you're new and you're just learning this stuff, you don't understand. So keeping it simple as possible. Keep it simple, as said. Something that a lot of people don't actually talk about in books either, really. We even put in here about what are challenge locks, because it's a big part of Locksport is challenge locks, or it used to be back in the day. Not so much now; it's kind of died off, and that no one really does many challenge locks these days. It kind of just went. I mean, I dropped out of it because I wasn't getting enjoyment out of it anymore. But we explain about challenge locks in this book. Making tools as well. We go over about making tools, why it's important to have the skills to be able to make some tools, especially on the fly. If you're out doing a pen test and your tool doesn't quite work the way you need it to, well, you can quickly make one on the fly. Maybe pigs go back to day one. I mean, I still sometimes, if I go into a pick and stuff, I go right back to basics. So yeah, we talk about making tools, methods of creating keys. As you know, I specialise with a lot of keys. I do a lot of work with keys. That's why I was hired as the technical editor as one of the technical editors for the Field Key Generation book by Uncensored Tactical. Because I do a lot of work with keys and making keys out in the field and stuff like that. So I do like keys, I really do. I even cover, do I have your key? Where I talk about common use keys and master keys and stuff like that. Which again, it's a little bit of information in there to get people thinking, because a lot of people don't realise this. A lot of the general public doesn't realise. We explain bump keys and lock bumping, how that works, how to do it. the 4 attack locations of a door. So we break down about when it comes to attacking a door, there's 4 locations: the top, the bottom, the hinge side, and the latch side. A lot of people don't think about it, but we explain there's 4 areas that you can attack a door. We go through, quickly RFID locks. We explain about how methods that we can use on defeating them, gaining access. One of my favourite topics headings that I come up with, and even Daryl loves it. So we could do a whole book on just this, but we're not. We're trying to put a little bit of information in there. But the heading for it, I couldn't help myself. It's is that a flipper in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? I have to admit, I do like that heading. No one's stealing it because we've got copyright. Is that a flipper in your pocket? Are you happy to see me? Yeah, that one kind of gets us laughing every time. So, and then expanding your lockpicking knowledge. I've got closing words, but I've actually added a lot more to the book. This is just the very first beginnings of it that we used in the Adelaide. We actually got a lot more that I've added to it over the last couple of weeks, and probably even more now since I can't really go out too much. I'll be getting this book finished and stuff. Might even be able to get it as a digital download that we can put up on the website so that people can actually purchase and download it if they want. So, there is a lot we can cover and a lot we can go over, but we want to keep it as simple as possible and keep just a lot of basic information that people can follow along with. And when you think about it, like, we, as lockpickers, we kind of, and the bit that really kind of took me a little bit by surprise as well is trying to explain this to people in the simplest terms possible. Because we just take it, for granted. We're just like, stick the picking and attention to it. When you teach somebody who has never picked a lock before, has never held a lock pick, never held a tension wrench, has no idea at all. Absolutely no idea at all. And you have to try and explain it to them. It really does change the way you look at things and makes you, okay, now I've really got to think about it. Because you have to keep it as simple and easy to understand as possible. And a lot of terms that we just throw around, that, when it comes to trying to explain it to somebody who's just started, like, this is the very, very first time I've ever picked a lock. And you just throw these terms around, they're just looking at you like, what? Because they have no idea. You don't really notice until you do it. I think people don't read books anymore. I won't mention names. I can think of a few people that don't read books. I don't read books. I wait till the movies come out. So yeah, actually, I really want to watch. There's that movie, The Locksmith, that had the guy who was in the TV show adaptation of Shooter. That movie, I actually kind of want to see that. Low key, kind of want to see it. But yeah, please do mention names. We like mentioning names. So yeah, that's kind of stuff that I'm hopefully be able to get around to doing because I'm going to have some more time to do it. And doing some more content. So I want to do a lot more on the flipper. I really do. I'm actually having a lot of fun with the flipper. So is my daughter, actually. She's playing games on it and stuff when we first stuck up the hospital and I first broke my ankle. I said to her, I'm like, don't get into stuff you shouldn't be getting into. She's just playing games. She kept calling it a Tamagotchi. I'm like, it's not a Tamagotchi. I'm like, it's not a Tamagotchi. Oh, can I play your Tamagotchi? It is not a Tamagotchi. I said, it has a Tamagotchi game on it. Um, and then one of the nurses is like, oh, what do you got there? And she goes, it's not a Tamagotchi. It's, what is it, Dad? And I went, it's a multi-tool hacking device. I said, you're not meant to be playing with stuff you shouldn't be playing with. How does a flipper work? So this is a multi-tool for hackers. So the way in which it works is you can purchase one of these. I got this off June, JOOM. Only took a couple of days to arrive. And you can install, so it comes with red flag to ball, exactly. No, she's actually very well behaved. Everyone was extremely shocked at how well the kids were behaved in the hospital, even I was. So, anyway, so it comes with the stock firmware on here, which is useless. As soon as you get rid of it. The firmware that they put on these things is terrible. You can download third-party firmware. So it's highly recommended. I started off with Unleashed. I didn't mind Unleashed. It was all right. But then I kind of lost interest in it because it wasn't that good. So I ended up going with Extreme, but I get the latest dev models of Extreme off of the private or off of the Extreme Discord server. So I've set up with them so that as soon as the new releases get done and put out there, I try and get on there as soon as possible and get the work up. It's really freaking hurting me at the moment. And itchy. And I've got bruises, something shocking all over my leg. Like, I don't know if you just be able to see. Thanks to blood thinners. But like bruising all coming up here, which is fun. So, yeah. Fine, I'll get my leg up. Don't want blood clots for me. So, yeah, I set up to get the latest ones of Extreme, only because the Extreme I find has a lot more good things about it, a lot more usability. It has awesome stuff like the iPhone and Android crashing bits on it. I'm trying to think now because I'm too busy reading it. So it has the files on here for crashing Android and also iPhone Bluetooth. So spams out the Bluetooth and it causes the phones to crash if the person's got the Bluetooth set on. So it has that on it. It also comes with a lot more sub-gigahertz files that you can get as well. So I put on here in the playlists, I've got garages, gates, handicap, customer service buttons, so for supermarkets and stuff like that. I've got Tesla, I've got brute forcing codes for the reckless buzzers they give you in like fast food places or chemists and stuff like that. They hand you a buzzer, you wait for your script or your food, they buzz you when it's ready. I could brute force and settle them off. Also copied quite a few of them as well whilst at Rolled, one of my favourite places to go and eat. So you can get stuff like that on there. Infrared, again, you can download lots, and people do share files around. So you can download infrared files, you can download music files, you can download RFID brute forces, garage door remotes, and stuff like that. So you can download quite a lot, and I find that the Extreme is a lot better for that. The Talking Sasquatch, he has his GitHub page. He has a lot of ones on there. I actually downloaded all of his files for the flipper. The only thing is you've got to add one at a time. Go through and add one and make a folder for it. And it takes a long time to put everything across. But just being able to show people that, okay, well, that device there does have this weakness. Look, I can show you right now. As proof of concept, this thing is freaking handy. And as I say, in the wrong hands, yeah, you can do quite a lot of damage. I mean, if you're in the hospital and you decide to play around with things such as... No, wrong bag. It's got keys in it. I'm not as flexible as I used to be. Here it is. So I used to everywhere. Another good thing about the flipper, which I don't think a lot of people really talk about, is normally when I go out places, when I go out anywhere, I take my laptop bag with me because it has literally everything in it. My laptop, all my hacking tools, I still got my Proxmark and everything like that in there, which I can use for copying RFID tags for people when I'm out for business-wise. But I can literally just now go out, not have to worry about taking my laptop and all this stuff. I can just take this with me and do the same thing. I have a couple of blank cards, RFID cards in my business wallet. I always carry a couple of blank cards on me in that, which I've got right here. So always have a couple of blank cards. Someone needs an RFID card copied on the spot, I can quickly do it. I don't have to carry around a massive laptop bag full of stuff. So having that ability is awesome. But I can literally just go out with this, and I mean, yeah, you can, as I was saying, in hospital, I mean, you can do quite a lot of damage with things such as the Wi-Fi development board, which I purchased as well, which I actually have the author firmware on. So I can actually flash this and put other stuff on it as well. That's a proper flipper one you can purchase. So I have that. I've had a little bit of play with it. I'm still much prefer my the author V3s that I make and sell. Which plug into your laptop, a lot more user-friendly and a lot better, in my personal opinion, than one of these boards. I might just put this as a evil portal or something like that. I might reflash it to that. But another good one, which I actually now stock and sell on the website, they don't come in silver like this, they actually come in black. These are the boosters. So these are the RF boosters. So garage door remotes, wireless doorbells, some car keys, not a whole lot, because most of them use rolling codes and you can't do that with these. Teslas, you can open up charge ports, but a lot of stuff that uses a simple radio frequency remote. So as I say, like gate remotes and stuff, if they don't use a rolling code, you can copy that code using this and then replay it to open it. Or if you find the files for it, you can brute force them open and stuff like that. But you have to be semi-close in order to use this. When I did the test across the road at the football oval, about the length of the football oval was how far this went on its own. But with the addition of the boosters that I now sell and make, that you literally just plug into the top, like that, the range that you can get now has increased quite a lot. So you can get a longer range, so you can actually pick up greater distance, and you can open up gates from a greater distance and stuff like that. And if you want to take this one to the next level, you can purchase one of these boosters, and you can take the antenna off. And if you really want to get some extra distance, it looks a little bit stupid. Um, but out in the field, it works well. And then you can add an antenna like this to it and send it up higher, because this one actually has quite a long wire on it. So you can actually send it up a lot higher. And for example, I could now, if I wanted to, a friend of mine who literally lives like a block down the road, probably about 2 blocks down the road, I could sit here. If I was to copy her doorbell when she's not home, I could sit here with this, stick this out the front, and then ring her doorbell at 3 o'clock in the morning and actually get the doorbell to ring off the flip of zero from here. And she lives about 2 blocks away. So to boost that range. So being able to do that on the fly and out and about is freaking awesome. So yeah, we actually now stock. I've got 3 of them in stock at the moment. I've got to make some more. Again, haven't had a chance to make more because I busted my ankle. But definitely a great little addition to the flipper. And as I say, like the flippers are absolutely fantastic and a lot of fun to play with. And yeah, in the wrong hands, you can do some damage. But there's a lot of false information put out there and rubbish videos that aren't true at all. Like ones that you see them, they're hacking traffic lights and stuff like that. That's not true. It is not true. Use your brains, people. There's a lot of false information that's out there that's not true. But again, as we always say, proof of concept for our line of work with pen testing and with teaching people in classes and stuff like that, they're fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic. Being able to do some jobs like copy RFIDs and stuff like that, absolutely great. Are they for everyone? No. But do I recommend people have a play with them if they want? Hell yeah. I mean, I honestly, I do not go anywhere without this. This is in my pocket now every single day. It's, as I say, it's literally replaced me having to carry my giant laptop bag around with me all the time. Because, I mean, it's a lot easier to carry this than a massive laptop bag that weighs you down. So, yeah, that's about the flipper. It's literally a multi-tool hacking device, and I will be doing a lot more content on it and coming out with a lot more videos and stuff like that. So don't worry. Other stuff I also carry in my business wallet, other than Moth. Only because it does come in handy. There's a little low frequency, high frequency reader for RFIDs. Although you can actually download a app on here to do the same thing. So you hold this up against a reader and it'll tell you if it's low frequency or high frequency. That really does come in handy as well. I have a latch slipping tool, although I wear one every day. This is actually from Lock Tools. I still haven't done a video on this one, so I haven't had a chance to get around to doing it. I've got the Sparrow's Chaos card in here just for emergencies. Decoder card because I work a lot with keys. My business account bank card. One of the devious decoder cards, which this is one of the ones that was misdone. The thickness of the layer wasn't quite right. So, yeah, doesn't actually work. It's off. But I like to keep it just because I bought it and I like to keep it in there as just as a way to show people that you can do more than just keys, you can do pins as well. I was actually chatting with Deviant. He was asking me what keys we actually use here quite often in Australia because he's making one for Australia. So I was helping him out with that. The ABUS 83 series shackle tool. Keep that in my wallet because I don't want to lose it. And a high frequency card dongle because I've got low frequency down there. That's literally what's in my business wallet. And of course, business cards, because I don't go anywhere without them. So, for those of you that were wondering what's in my business wallet, in my personal wallet, it's personal. That way, someone said to me, "Oh, 2 wallets." I'm like, yes, business account, business bank account, business money, business card, personal. This is what I use to live, survive, do everything. This is for business stuff only. It does become a pain carrying 2 wallets though. So, yeah. You happy? My leg is up. So, yeah, good night or good morning, whichever one it is. I'm going to be heading off to bed soon since it is 1:30 here and I've been live for about an hour and 10 minutes. I wasn't planning on doing a massive live. I might do another one next week. Hopefully I'll do another one next week. I will put up more notice than this. So send some questions in that you would like answered in the live stream, like a Q&A kind of one. I'll do. Send them in. Send me an email, darkartslogpicking@gmail.com, or through the Facebook page. You can send me messages on there. Send me text messages as well. You all should have my number out there anyway. It's on the website. Or through WhatsApp. I think I'm on there as well. Just look up the business on that. So, plenty of ways to contact me. Send in questions that you would like answered. We'll try and go over them. Any topics that you would like covered that I can do whilst stuck here, like on the Flipper Zero, some more discussions and topics on there. I can actually plug this in and run the screen that you see, that I can see on here and what I'm doing, on the laptop, so that I can then record the laptop screen and you can actually see what's going on here. So rather than trying to explain by showing on here, I can do all that stuff as well. So I'll hopefully be doing that. Some talks with people. So if anyone is interested in having a chat, a discussion on a video, recording it, go over a couple of questions, what got them into the sport kind of thing, or topics that they specialise in, and stuff like that, we can discuss that. For example, I want to get James Randolph because he does a lot of work with radios and radio frequency stuff. And when it comes to that stuff, he's bloody knowledgeable. And since it comes into security, because a lot of things that we use for security devices are radio frequency, it's a topic that would be really interesting to get him on and to discuss about, hacking radios and stuff like that. I think a mosquito hanging around here. So, yeah, stuff like that. I'm hoping to get done, get out there for you. So, yeah, any questions, anything you want, if you want to join a discussion, send me a message and we will organise it so that we can record it and get it up and going. I think I've got Skype on here as well on the laptop, so we can always set that up and do it. But yeah, I went out of bed because I'm getting due for painkillers, and yeah, I don't know how I'm going to go sleeping in this boot. The back slab cast is a lot skinnier than this thing. And the hard thing is it's I kind of screamed a little bit when you had to put the boot on today, because in order to get the boot in properly, I had to bend my foot to a 90-degree angle, which absolutely killed. Because he goes, "Can you lift it?" I said, "I've got no movement at all. I can move it like 3 mil either side. And I can just barely wiggle my toes. I have no movement in that foot at all. No strength in that foot." So he had to manually do it, and yeah, I kind of. He goes, "I'm sorry," and I screamed, and then started laughing because it freaking hurt like hell. It really did hurt. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this live stream. So yeah, any questions, anything like that, send them in. I will notify you like a day, 2 days before I do a live stream next week. I might do one next Friday night, see how we go. For extra clinics on Thursday, so I'll have some information for you in regards to this. But yeah, as always, check out all links in the description down below. Don't forget to check out the website if you haven't already, dalp.com.au. Lots of new stuff's going to be going around on there and stuff like that as well. And yeah, if you've got questions or anything you just want to discuss in the next live stream, send them in. Please send them in. And have nice to have some more stuff to go over. Don't worry, plenty of content will be coming out as promised because I can't go anywhere, so I've got nothing better to do. Normally I've been working so much I haven't really had time to do content, and I've been really crook, and now I'm kind of like stuck. Yeah, there's an upside to it. But anyway, remember, keep weight legal. Thanks to everyone who joined in and stuck around, and of course, Nick's Picks. Thanks, mate, for chatting and yeah, telling me to get my leg up. Just because I got a leg up on you now. Oh, yeah, I couldn't help myself. I've got another pun to say. And yeah, till next time. Cheers, guys.